It is time to celebrate the Big Pavelski, Little Joe Pavelski, Captain America. You name him, we've loved him. Let's talk about it right now here on Teal Town Live. Hey everyone, it is July 16th, 2024. And if you haven't heard, he called it a career earlier this morning. Joe Pavelski, longtime Shark, former Dallas Star, hangs up his skates after a hell of a career. So let's talk about it here on Teal Town Live. You want to chat with us and fellow Pavelski fans all over the world, including those in Sharks territory. And hello to the Metroplex. Follow us on the social. Find everything at tealtownusa.com. If you want to support the pod, we appreciate it. Hit us up at Venmo at tealtownusa, or hit us up if you're watching us live on the super chat right now. With that, probably three of the biggest Pavelski fans on the pod. We have Jules, yours truly, and of course AJ Strong.
Too bad Jerk's such a hater. Such a hater.
No. Oh, geez. I'm not. He's busy. I get it. But I know you're a usual fan of Sirius XM. What was your first reaction when you heard this?
I'm like, oh, okay, so he's finally come out and said what we all knew weeks ago. Cool. Like, okay, it's confirmed.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah. Now, whether I'm saying that he confirmed what we knew weeks ago in that Pavs was retiring, or that we knew that the Sharks had talked to him about coming back, I will neither confirm nor deny. But today was expected, nothing new, but at least now we how long did it go for the jumbo thing? For like a year?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know, yeah. And when he finally had to film the video, like, oh, I thought you fuckers already knew, but it's official. So nice.
The same thing.
Yeah. So nice to see him, make it official. And after having a hell of a weekend in Lake Tahoe on top of it.
Yeah. Finished second at the American Century.
What is the annual?
Yeah.
Dude, you just call it the annual Celebrity Tahoe tourney. That's what everybody calls it. Came in second there. I mean, for me, it's like, okay, officially retired from hockey. So pro golf now?
Right.
I mean, dude's got the skills.
Yeah. Oh, completely.
He's really good at golf.
Yeah. Jules, so should I break these out now? I mean,
no, you should make people wait for
wait.
Wait.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. I'll share a little backstory.
I'm happy you mentioned that, by the way. You said wait.
I did say wait.
So
what are those?
These are all the Hawaiian shirts and prospect scrimmage towels. I had to wait to get these little mailing packets in and everything like that, but they came in this morning. So these will be going out on Friday. So everybody who donated to get a Hawaiian shirt and a prospect towel going out on Friday. Just letting you know. Keeping me honest.
Nice. Good to see you. And Amanda, I know you have a picture with Pavs at the Fan Fest. Good to see you in the chat.
I would have had a great photo with Pavelski at one of the bowling tourneys. Had Scott Hannon that fucked it up, but it's fine. I hold no ill will.
Coming up later in the summer, why AJ is mad at Scott Hannon.
No ill will.
I mean, that can be a whole segment. So.
Oh my goodness. But let's talk about what I think we first affectionately knew as Little Joe. 1,332 games, 476 goals, over 1,000 points. I mean, playoffs, he was massive, 74 goals in over 200 games. I mean, four-time All-Star, most playoff goals by an American-born player. I mean, and all this as a 7th-round pick. Granted, after he went to Wisconsin, I want to say he barely lasted a month in Worcester. before he became a Shark, and I think if I remember correctly, had a massive goal. He had his first goal in his first game, but I remember like a game-winning goal with like 5 seconds in Detroit, like a month later. I mean, Jules, you could already see right then from the get-go, he was going to be something special.
He was a big game player. I mean, that's the best way to describe Habs is big game player. I mean, like he's most like the speech he gave, what was it versus the Coyotes?
Yes.
When they were down, like they just played like shit, and then look what happens. Big game player knows how to give a big time speech, and then the team rallies back. So not only did he like deliver goals at the right time, he also was probably one of the best captains in the league there. And just knew what to say to the team like at any point in time.
I mean, dude showed up when it mattered,
Mhm.
whether it was scoring or being a catalyst.
Yep.
And Kevin Kurz had a great tweet that said, I arrived in San Jose just as Pavelski was taking off. And after 8 years with him, I can comfortably say I don't think I've ever covered someone who had respect from more people, be it coaches, teammates, opponents, fans. That was Joe Pavelski.
Yeah. And I wouldn't think anybody had any ill will with Pavs. I mean, except maybe their opponent that night. But I mean,
Yeah.
even then, he had the respect of his teammates, the respect of his opponents and everything. I mean, he was such a good guy and hardworking. And like you said, Jules, earlier with that speech that he had that got covered during the Stadium Series documentary, it just seems like there's no doubt that he was beloved and all around.
I mean, yeah, even like by his like, I don't mean to bring up Game 7 here, but those people.
Wink.
I mean, that team rallied around Pavelski going down, fully rallied, and it started. I mean, of course, you could say it started with Jumbo and all, but they were out and done, and then their captain got hurt, and they all wanted to win it or like when he came out during what was it, Game 5 of that Colorado series,
Yeah,
and like the whole stadium just erupted. But yeah,
You'd be hard pressed to find somebody who defines the insanely overused term plays the game the right way.
yeah. I mean, that's I would Pavelski's probably like the most plays the game the right way. I mean, look what he did for Wyatt Johnston. Like you saw how emotional Wyatt, like even Stankoven, like you saw how emotional those two guys got when they basically knew Pavs was probably done. Like
I mean,
the writing was
even
done.
Delandria and his media hit.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that he had a big impact on teammates, even if they weren't his line or his power play. Like we've seen how he was with Bernsey in San Jose or everything. But I did like that it came out that Mike Greer did, pitch a call to Pavs saying, I was watching a podcast, not really, but
Mike Greer, if you're listening here,
but I mean, it would have been nice to see him get that 1 year, but when you're done, you're done, and I totally get that. I respect that.
Well, I mean, they want to turn this culture around. I don't know of a player that you'd want to have come in and have that impact more. Maybe we see Pavelski take part during training camp the way Thornton and Marlowe just did during dev camp. Maybe he comes in and shows, so this is how you run a tipping drill. This is how you run a shooters club. Like, this is how you run that shit.
Yeah. It's funny, and you mentioned that because during dev camp, Ricci was running the tipping drills for the prospects. So hopefully next year we see Pavs running that. Nothing against Mike Ricci, but I think it'd be sick if the prospects got a little tipping lesson from the one and only Joe Pavelski.
I mean, who was better? But I mean, if you wanted to hear everything that Pavs had to say, the Teal Town account did retweet the NHL radio hit that he did this morning, but we're not going to transcribe it and charge you to read it. And we're not going to pull a couple quotes from it and, make a clickbait article out of it. We're just going to simply share the original source. It's a novel concept. I know. Hopefully it'll catch on.
But I mean, it was,
I'm not looking at anybody directly. Too many people do it, but you get what I'm saying.
yes. But the whole thing with it is that it does kind of end in the culmination of an era of sorts. Although Brent Burns is still playing games in Carolina,
Who?
but that yeah, exactly. That tweet from the NHL earlier today.
Oh yeah, that one stung.
Oof.
That one stung.
Oh, with the big three?
Yeah.
I mean, you add Burns into it. That's essentially kind of like San Jose's equivalent of the core four of that.
Well, I think Dan Boyle would like a word.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could throw in Boyle, you could throw in Clowe, you can throw in Heatley, et cetera. But I mean, those four were pivotal as to success of the Sharks in the 2010s.
Yeah.
You got a couple. Jimmy Chomps Teal here. Low key, selfishly, didn't want Pavs to win the Cup with Dallas because if he did, the Stars would forever claim him. I mean,
I just wanted him to win a cup.
Yeah,
like that was kind of my thought.
I wasn't as selfish as you are, Jimmy.
Well, no, I get where you're coming from, Jimmy. Like I fully get that. I just wanted him to win a cup. Like I wanted Jumbo to win a cup when he was with Florida and the Leafs, even though I knew it wasn't possible with the Leafs. I wanted Patty to win a cup.
You would have thought that like Thornton would have seen what happened with Patty and went, "Yeah, fuck that. What am I doing here?"
Why do I hate the Leafs so much? Anyways, but like you know what I mean? Like I always want those guys to win a cup. But I mean, yeah.
Does Pavs get in the Hall of Fame or jersey number retired? I think he'll get to the Hall of Fame. I don't know that he's going to be first ballot. I think Marlowe wasn't first ballot.
Mm-mm.
So Pavs, I think he gets into the Hall of Fame. Am I wrong to say that Pavelski had a bigger impact on the Sharks than Marlowe?
It's tough to say. I think his moments, especially in the playoffs, were a little more magnified. I think. I mean, Patty had some great goals. And don't get me wrong, there is a couple of those games against Detroit in the 2010s. But you look at
during their time together.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say Pavelski had a bigger impact on the team.
Yeah, I mean, he had a hell of a run in the 2010 playoffs. I think even John Butchercross called it that they need to change the league to the Joe Pavelski Hockey League. 2016, their cup run, he went off.
He was insane that run.
Well, and they coined the term the Big Pavelski.
Right. And like I said, that started back in December of 2006, where he had that crazy goal, and then he basically made it tough for Ron Wilson to not scratch him, not have DW send him back to Worcester or anything. He made his play stand out, and that's where everybody loved him. I mean, Pavelski had, I'm trying to think. 2009 maybe might be a year where Pavs didn't score like an overtime goal in the playoffs. I remember 2008 against Dallas. He had that nice diving shot that beat Turco. I think 2010, the redemption game with Dan Boyle. After that nightmare, I mean, it was just.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think he gets into the Hall of Fame at some point. Does he get his jersey retired?
I mean, no one has worn 8 since he left. So,
yeah, but nobody wore 12, right? And nobody,
right.
Well, although he has been, gone.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Well, I don't know.
Do the Sharks retire his number? I think that's a really, really tough call.
Because you don't want to start retiring everyone's number. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I get it. Like you opened up the floodgates with Marlowe and Thornton, and now it almost seems like let's make it an annual thing. First Marlowe, now Thornton, now Pavelski. What's Nabokov doing next year? What about Owen Nolan? We don't want. I don't think you want to open the floodgates.
But
again, if the Sharks had a ring of honor, all of this conversation goes away.
Yeah. No, totally. Kevin's saying, I've said forever that people have no argument to dump on Marleau for playoff performances. He's top time in playoff goals, but Pavelski finished fifth.
Making my point.
Yeah, 18
Yeah.
playoff game-winning goals. Marleau had 16. Does that cheapen what Marleau does? I don't think so, but
no, I think it just goes to
just
show what an impact Pavelski had. And just going back to the idea of where was Marleau drafted? Where was Pavelski drafted?
Yeah. Two very, one of them's a second overall pick. The other one's drafted in the 7th round.
Right. And I mean, and you look at it exactly, and Kevin's agreeing, but you look at what the Sharks did in the later rounds to find talent. I mean, Nabby was what, 9th round? 9th round doesn't even exist anymore.
I mean, Kevin LeBanc, I know he jumped off the cliff. Not that's a bad way to phrase it. I know he fell off the cliff. But he was a 6th round pick and he got, 4 assists during that game 7. I should really stop bringing that up, but I'm not going to. I'm sorry, AJ.
It's not. No, all I can hear is jerk in my head going, did someone say game 7?
Did somebody say
game 7?
Jesus.
For the Vancouver Canucks one. Did somebody say the Vancouver?
Oh. Anywho, but I get the point. And you made a good point about that game where they rallied around Pavelski. Again, where he not necessarily did the thing himself.
I'm telling you,
that's the biggest thing you can have. I mean, that's a true test of how great you are.
If that is LeBanc, who's leaking from the dome on the ice,
they don't make that comeback.
That Sharks team is going, oh no. Anyway.
Yeah.
How do we lose versus Vegas somewhere?
Yeah.
Maybe if it was Jumbo on the ice, I think they still have that same, response. But
no, totally.
And
the fact that just Jumbo, I still to this day will always love the fact that it was power play score, and then they're like, Jumbo, get out there. And they keep scoring. Fucking let us keep them out there.
No, what was that? Was that Couture who said something like that? I think
we have to score 4 goals on this power play or 3 goals.
No,
that was Jumbo. Jumbo was the one
Couture, I think Couture said post game, and he's like, Jumbo tells us that's your captain out there. You score 4 fucking goals.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Something like that. I was like,
no, I just love the fact that there was after the 3rd. So what it was Couture, Hurdle, Couture, LeBanc.
Yeah.
And I think it was after the Couture goal, the 2nd one, somebody said, okay, Jumbo, you're, get out there. No, fuck it. They keep scoring. Let them go.
No, you're absolutely right. I remember hearing that. And I remember seeing they've just brought out that line. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if Vegas took a timeout but
yeah.
But I mean,
well,
like the old ad, hey, way to keep doing whatever it is you're doing.
And just Carlson and Bruns rotating, running that power.
Yeah,
like the fucking psychos.
The thing that I'm dying now to see is come November 23rd.
Oh,
the cheers that Pavelski's going to get at Jumbo's number ceremony will be deafening. And it'll be, it's like Marleau got his cookies last year. Jumbo's getting his cookies this year. But what's funny is when Pavelski comes out, I swear to God, I think it might be just a scotch little louder for little Joe than Big Joe. And speaking of which, have you seen the prices lately for that game?
Oh, I'm scared of the prices for that.
Dynamically, whether it's the dynamic bullshit pricing from the Sharks and Ticketmaster or from the resale sites, dude.
The resale sites are worse, I feel.
Oh, they always are. Two rows behind the seats that I have are going for $414 each.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Are you kidding me?
I feel like I could buy a ticket to Vegas for cheaper than
that. $414 each. I think I bought my tickets. I have to go and look, but I think I might have paid like I don't know, 80 something a piece. And they're going
That's
for
a lot better.
and they're three rows ahead of this guy who's selling them for $414. Then I looked just before we came on Ticketmaster, and there's a verified reseller. They're selling them for I think $289 each. And I'm like, I mean, hey, if you can make it happen, do your thing. I'm still laughing about the cat who bought like a pallet of straw hats and was set up outside the fucking process scrimmage trying to peel them off for $20 a piece. I'm like, dude, good luck. Like, I respect the side hustle, but good Lord. And I didn't see anybody buying them.
I don't think anyone, no, there wasn't even a line for them.
And there was even some chatter on Reddit where they're like, did anybody buy from this guy?
I mean, I know there's probably some yard sales. I think there's one this weekend, but also
wait a minute. California Cruising. Does Pavelski still have that black cat? I thought the Marlows took him in.
Marlows took him in. I don't know if they still have it.
Is that from the Pred series?
Yeah.
20. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, during 2016, Joe Pavelski. No, the Marlows took him in. You know what? That's somebody get on the Twitter machine, fire off one to Christina Marlowe and be like, hey, what's happening? With Jumbo or with Joe's retirement, what is happening with Pavelski?
Yeah. Hopefully they didn't get lost in the moves.
Yeah, all those moves. Like, I would have been the first one, like, volunteering, saying, if you need somebody to take you in. Right. I'm just saying.
How many cats? You have like 8 cats, don't you?
I have 2.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Christ almighty.
Christ almighty.
God, 8 cats. A fucking lonely cat guy over here. Ugh.
Oh boy. I know I asked this about a month ago with the speculation, but is there a favorite moment for you, AJ?
Yes, and you can find out what that was in the video we recorded 6 weeks ago. I mean, too many to mention. It's obviously the the discussion in the dressing room where he was just, soft shit doesn't get it done, boys, and calling out the whole team. No, Kathy, that ginger, what do we call her? So all right, quick side jump. I go to check the mail. My wife went over to this other part of our area of our complex. We both met at the bench in front of our lobby door. When I got there, she had this orange cat just like standing on her lap. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, do we have another cat? What just happened? And evidently it was a neighborhood feral or something. And this cat, you just gave it just a little bit of a scratch under the chin or the neck or wherever, and just pools of drool where this cat was just like, oh, this is the best thing ever. So not in a nod to Julie, but we named the cat Drooly. And so we were hoping that we would run into the cat again, because if we did, then we were going to take her in. But unfortunately, we haven't seen her again. So that's why I'm saying, we only have 2. And if Joe Pavelski was an option, absolutely would take him. But for moments, I mean, the discussion in the dressing room, I'm not going to get into fucking 2019 playoffs.
Sure? Game 7?
Yeah. But just, I mean, Julie kind of alluded to it earlier. Just so many times, just big game player. When you needed that dude, he was the fucking guy.
Yeah, big time.
I mean, Couture was that guy during. I'm sorry.
Game 7.
There you go. So.
Can someone keep a counter of how many times you mentioned this, please?
Oh my God.
But, Pavelski was he's that guy. He will, for the longest time, I would say that most Sharks fans that, grew up with the team, got into the team by 95-ish or whatever, But if they were familiar with the Owen Nolan era, a lot of people point to Nolan as like the first real captain for the team.
Yep.
No disrespect to Wilson or Airy or anybody that came before, but Nolan was like the first guy to kind of bring the team together and, give the team an identity. And
Right.
Pavelski, I would say, far exceeded that bar.
I can completely agree with you on that. Jules, any
You
special
just want to
moment?
show the photo.
Well,
No,
wanted
I
to
mean,
put
this
it up.
fucking photo already.
there
What are you
is-
talking about?
okay, hold up. Hold your horses, AJ. So basically, I have a few favorite moments with Pavs, but I'll just mention this one because my dad today sent me a photo album from this because I told him Pavs were retired. So when I was 10 years old, it was kind of one of the first few Sharks games I remember. Like I remember this one very well. And then I remember a playoff series against Detroit.
I'm
Against
sorry,
Vancouver.
Is one of these you?
Yes, the one wearing the Hurdle jersey is me. So it was
Damn, look at that flow.
It was my 10th birthday. So I made a sign. I have a picture of the sign. I should send it to Puck Guy.
Okay.
I made a sign and then all of the players signed it. So that was Pavs signing it. And it was like a Pavs tied that game with like 4 seconds left to force an overtime versus the Avalanche. Yeah. So, you decided to show that one. But yeah, that's me as a 10-year-old.
So this was like what, from 4 years ago?
Oh my God. No. But yeah, no, that's probably my favorite moment with Pavs. But yeah. But there's so many though. I can name 100.
There are so many. I mean, we've seen him during like the fan fest and everything, which was awesome. AJ, I know you and I were watching game 1 of that 2019 series when Bernsey, had Pavs deflect the puck into the net with his teeth. I mean, we all know he's a great tipper. We didn't know it was going to be like that, but I mean, just so many fun ones. And it just over the years, 2008, he beats Dallas in overtime. 2010, Colorado gets the series tied 2-2. Game 1 against LA. 2011, he wins it in overtime. I mean, it just over and over and over again, not the least of which he is a lousy detective.
Are we just going to ignore 2012? We just continually sweep that under the rug?
Or 2014 for that matter.
Yeah. Both of those.
Just saying. Just saying.
It's okay.
But yeah, that speech was something special and something I think all Sharks fans really appreciated. Oh boy, we got the sign. Oh, this is great. All right,
I found the sign just for more blackmail material. So
she starts singing Ace of Base. I swear to God, I'm out.
I'm not.
Worse is if I actually sang it, and then we're really screwed.
No, yeah, then people ears are bleeding. So
yeah,
let's not
we
do that.
We don't need to do that at all.
AJ, how was your singing?
You don't hear me doing it, do you?
All right, got it.
Smart answer. There's only one
answer.
person that's in a musical on this podcast.
You know what?
To
be fair, I feel like if I had to carry a note, I couldn't do it any worse than Ingrid, whatever her name is.
Oh,
who rocked the mic yesterday for the Home Run Derby.
Wow.
And then
own it up.
I don't even know what that apology was today. It's like, not gonna lie, y'all, I was drunk as fuck. I'm checking myself into rehab here. It's so much fun. I'm out. Like, wow, that is like the biggest non-apology I've seen in a long stretch of time. I mean, here. She's setting bars all over the place. Fergie, Roseanne, and Carl Lewis are all having lunch later this week to be like, it ain't us no more, motherfuckers.
Oh, wow. That
dude.
I don't know. That Carl Lewis one was
that's what I'm saying. A lot of the
Oh.
articles about it, they keep pointing to Fergie and Roseanne. I'm all, you motherfuckers forgot about Carl Lewis?
Oh my God. I watched that on SportsCenter when they highlighted.
I watched that live, dude.
Ass off about it,
dude. It was biblically epic.
Gotcha. What?
Ugh.
Well, speaking of something that is epic, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, okay. I started laughing my ass off for a second. I didn't realize it was the teeth and the tongue. I thought it was like
yeah, dude, that was my drawing as a 10-year-old.
No, I get that, and I in respect, but for a second there, when I first saw it, and it's somewhat small on my screen, I literally thought it was an arrow pointing to Pavelski's signature. Okay.
No,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
no. Yeah, there's Braun, Thornton.
I see Logan, Thornton,
Demers.
Pavelski, Braun, Burns. Looks to
Demers,
be, is that Boyle?
It might be, yeah.
And what's the one
Or-
under Boyle? That one looks really familiar. Is that Blake? No, that's not Blake.
No, it's
Well, I
not.
know that one. And that's not Smitty on the far left, is it?
Mm-mm.
Who was it?
Seto? If it's
Maybe it
16,
might have been Nieto. No, it could not have been Nieto. Because I
All right, we
remember.
can play this fucking
yeah.
game all day
Yeah,
long,
Anyways.
and the audience is going to be bored to tears.
audio fans are probably like, what? No,
Yeah, what the fuck are they talking about?
I need to remake this sign. I will not be drawing anytime soon.
Well, speaking of Hall of Fame, San Jose Sports Hall of Fame announced their class 2024.
Mm-hmm.
That is a Hall of Fame I could see Pavelski being inducted into as soon as he is an option.
Yeah,
Completely.
I completely agree with that.
I think, and let's be honest, I think like any major shark is going into that as soon as possible. I don't know how to respond to that comment from Molasses. I'm just gonna let it go.
I think, honestly, I think no pressure.
Well, you'll find out at Teal Town the musical. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. But
Clip it, people.
Decent class this year. I mean, Kerry Walsh Jennings, if you ever watched,
Yes.
any type of beach volleyball,
Heck
that
yeah.
name. Mike Holmgren, if you were ever a 49er fan during the Bill Walsh era, or that first Packers Super Bowl with Brett Favre, you're aware of that dude. The Ghost Guerrera, I don't know who he is. I'm not whatever he did, boxing, not a boxing guy. But John Arriaga, I mean, dude, there would be no place for Stanford to do sports on campus if it wasn't for John Arriaga. I swear to God, his name is like on half of the sports facilities on the Stanford campus at the farm. So solid class, but I'm telling you, Pavelski will be in there in a heartbeat.
For sure. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. As soon as he's eligible.
Easily. I think before we should go, and I'm trying to find a way.
And
to
we should
present it.
go.
Yeah, we should go. Let me here. I'll do it this way. Here, the Tahoe Night Monsters officially unveiled their jerseys.
I am disappointed. Well, no, I'm not going to say disappointed. I'm whelmed. I'm assuming you're bringing up graphics here in a second.
Yes. I'm going to do it this way.
And again, for the people watching in audio, good for you.
Oh, yeah. See why you're a little whelmed, AJ.
Well, look, you're going to roll out your jerseys. I think the last thing you want to do is use a jersey template that literally any of us can go buy and download the PSD and make your own fucking templates and everything like that. Not that they're great to illustrate an idea, but to show off as like a final product, not so much.
I was literally about to say what the chat is saying. It looks like they built it on Shell. I swear to God, today I built a team. The jerseys kind of look similar to what I built on Shell, to what they just revealed today.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and what everybody, what we all knew based on like location and name of team is, yes, they are going to be the ECHL affiliate of Vegas, but the go back, motherfucker.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to put you a pre-order for you.
Yeah. But despite Vegas being like twice the distance from Tahoe than San Jose is, just pointing that out. But either way, I still Night Monsters, Golden Knights. Like, can we stop with the double name thing? Like, it's getting to be annoying. But I don't know. Do any of these like really hit for you? Because again,
I like the
The black
one?
one's really
the black
crisp.
one. Yeah, that's the one. If I were to get a jersey, it'd be the black one.
See, and I don't mind the design of the black one. It's that I think the crest sucks. I think it's great as a secondary marker,
Right.
but as the crest, I think it's fucking horrible. I think if you put the quote night monster, whatever, I don't know what the name of their mascot. Well, I didn't read that part.
Tess, that's a horrible name.
No, I get it, but isn't that the Loch Ness monster, not a night monster? But anyway, or is that Nessie? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
anyway,
Nessie. Yeah,
you put the logo from the crest from the white one onto the black one, and I think we've got something.
So I'm guessing AJ's not buying one of these.
That's gonna be a pretty much a hard no. But if somebody wants to throw me a shirt or a hat, I'm not gonna
I will
refuse it.
I will say it is a sweet logo. Definitely,
it's a nice logo.
They did a nice job on all the marks of it.
Now, I gotta say, as somebody who was in Tahoe 2 weeks ago, there is no promotion for this anywhere.
Oh,
I mean, I walked through the 4 major casinos. I was looking for stuff around, the local businesses going, come on. There's got to be something cool, some posters or some sort of advertisement, some stickers. This is, Night Monster territory, something.
right.
Nah. So I guess, they're going to wait until they play the first game. That's fine.
Right.
But I saw nothing.
And I like Kyle Frank Cruz. So we can't root for Tahoe then?
I mean, you can.
It's ECHL. I think he can kind of get away with it.
I don't.
I want to go see a Wichita.
I don't root for any city that is purposely trying to take my money.
Yeah, molasses, bring back the Fresno Falcons,
No.
please. Yes, of course.
But
Had this conversation many times on Discord. We miss you, buddy.
To go back to what Jules just said, let me know if we need to book it, but mid-April, the end of the ECHL season, the Night Monsters host.
Yeah,
Wichita.
I was gonna say I want to go down to see Wichita play Night Monsters. I feel like that's a fun game, and I can kind of get away with cheering for both teams.
And,
Right?
and
it's like a Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
And
Ooh,
hopefully
nice.
some of the snow has melted on the way up.
Hopefully.
By then, I'm sure it's fine. See, I'm bummed out because I want to see the Fort Wayne Comets. I have a Comets jersey in my closet. The problem is the Fort Wayne Comets come here in the dead of fucking winter, like January 24th. I'm not driving in that.
No.
Fuck you.
No.
Nope. But by April, mid-April,
Town road trip.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Kevin Tahoe already has an identity crisis with 3 different logos and 3 different jerseys. Yeah, I agree with you on that. If I ever buy an ECHL jersey, it's going to be Solar Bears or Ghost Pirates.
Doesn't he already have ECHL jersey? Doesn't he have a Milwaukee or something?
That's AHL.
That's AHL.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, Solar Bears is a great brand. Savannah Ghost Pirates.
I'm sorry, nobody's going to top Savannah Bananas. Not happening.
That's true. Although the Ghost Pirates is not bad, I'll do that. Cruising, I know Kevin already mentioned it, but what brand are the jerseys? They're Athletic Knit, and that's the
AK. And in fact, if you go and look at the Night Monsters Twitter account, they do have a video and they do have some images of the actual jerseys, not these silly Chell ripoffs. But that way you can see them. But I know some of the items for sale at the Sharks Pro Shop at Sharks Ice are also made by AK. So if you want to check out the quality level, there's your way to play.
You see, did they even show any still photos? No, they just had a shoulder mark. Yeah, whatever. I will say I do appreciate the full sewn shoulder patches and crests, which you don't get on the CCM AHL ones, which is quite a bummer, but nonetheless. So, anyway. All right, I think that will do it for this edition.
That's it.
I
Nothing
don't.
else. There was
I mean,
nothing
Brandon
else.
Coe resigned.
Oh yeah, Brandon Coe resigned.
Brandon Coe resigned.
Show me deal.
Okay. The Dallas Stars recently announced that they're going to be streaming all non-national games this upcoming season
on their for free.
Yeah.
Free. Yeah.
So, that begs the question, what is the direction of RSNs? The shitty ass Sharks deal that they signed back when Jules was getting that poster signed by Pavelski is
You're not
going to
wrong.
You're not
expire
wrong.
in about another 4 seasons. So the Sharks already have the audio network.
Mhm.
Makes you wonder, will a video network be on the horizon? Does Brody have to split duties between the audio network or the video network, and then what's to become of what the hell are they called now? NBC,
Sport,
I'm like, it's, I remember Comcast Sportsnet, Fox Sportsnet, this sports channel, this blah, blah, blah. So if they're going to start going to this whole streaming model, and I think I saw something about Vegas doing a similar thing where they're going to be streaming games.
Yeah.
Is this the move? And let's be honest, if you want to draw people into this game, these streams, they're going to have to be for free. This is, people are going to be able to, and that's the other thing that I kind of wonder about is, do you really need to have your quote unquote own streaming platform, or do you just utilize the YouTube platform that you already have, similar to the way the Savannah Bananas were doing for most of this entire season, but they have since
Or like
gone
the
over to
PWHL.
a privatized channel.
Yeah. I mean, the PWHL just streams all their games on YouTube, and it's amazing because you can just kind of watch it when you want, where you want.
Yeah.
But is the NHL
why
still
reinvent
doing
the
that?
wheel?
Like 32 teams play all at the same time in one day?
Yeah, they will be doing
Yeah,
that this season. I
Oh,
think
God.
when the Sharks are in Anaheim, and that starts at 6:45.
Sure, that'll get a lot of views.
Yeah.
When is that? That's at Anaheim, October 22nd.
Yeah.
Got it.
In the middle of playoff baseball.
Oh, and by the way, I still have to put money on it.
Mhm.
If somebody wants to bet me, all right, October 20th. As it stands right now, the Sharks are playing. They're hosting the Avalanche at 1:00 at the exact same time the 49ers are hosting Kansas City. There's no
and it's Kansas
way.
City.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Super Bowl rematch. The Sharks are going to play at the exact same time in the exact same market. Are you going to tell me that and neither team plays the following day? So
someone's gonna reschedule.
how do you not petition the NHL and say, hey, can maybe we move this out to a 5:00 game?
Seriously. Or 6 or 7.
Well, you got to consider the Colorado audience. So, okay, 6 at the latest.
Yeah. I mean, because that'd be 7:00 there. It makes sense for them to move that game. I don't understand what they were doing with that. I will say,
Super Bowl rematch and then
hold on. To be fair, when the NHL was putting that together, maybe they weren't looking at the NFL schedule, or it hadn't been released yet. So
Probably.
I'm just saying, I feel like between now and that game, if they don't, because we see that throughout the season every year, that randomly a couple games here and there, for whatever reason, get moved just even a half hour.
Right.
So saying, look, this is 1:00 start. We're going to make it a 6:00 start.
That would be interesting. Felix had one point with the streaming, and I know this is happening in Canada, but I'm curious to see how Monday Night Hockey on Amazon Prime, this is in Canada, influences the Amazon in the U.S. market getting hockey. And I think Amazon also signed part of the NBA deal as well. So it'll be interesting to see what they do down the road when I think we're going to year 4 of the deal with the ESPN and TNT. So
something like that. But
yeah,
hear me out. November 23rd, or I'm sorry, not November 23rd. October. I'm set on the jumbo retirement thing. October 22nd, the Colorado thing during the Niner game. Maybe you have a Bay Area Unite night. You know, maybe you get some sort of 49er thing, cross promo thing going. Perhaps you have a street rally that maybe starts at 12:30 on Barack Obama Boulevard. You bring out the big trailer that's got the big fucking wide ass TV, and you play the 49er game on the street while you've got the food trucks and you got cornhole and other fun things. I don't know. Just a random thing that popped into my head. If you want to take the idea, fine.
Doug Bentz, if you're watching, and I know you do.
I'm
Listen,
just saying, I'm just putting it out there just in case.
So
it's a novel idea.
And on that note, in case you missed anything or you want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcasts, you know, where you can find all your podcast platforms. If you're watching us on YouTube, we appreciate it. We want you to like and subscribe that button. Let's try it again.
It's a button.
It's a button.
It is a button. You do have to press
It's
it.
a button. It's not as cool looking as a Jules poster, but it is a button.
Yeah, no. YouTube, please replace that button with my poster. I can email it to you.
Yeah, can we do that?
So,
no, sure.
But if you are
watching, my new avatar.
If you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below as to what you want to see the next couple months, because you know, it'd be a great idea to
besides rankings of the ocean, please.
Oh my God! What? So we don't have to. We're not going to manufacture content too. We're not going to come up with.
I can only ask Jules for so many line combinations for the.
Yeah, no, I've already posted my line combos.
Dude, it's like, okay, I'm not fucking with power rankings. The aggregate borderline plagiaristic bullshit. Nope. I'm not doing the what players would make up the best lines and D pairs if they all had to have the same amount of letters in their last name. Like, no, I'm not playing that game.
AJ needs to come up with line combinations, but we have to give him certain restrictions for each one.
Fuck off, not doing it. Not even close.
AJ ranks his favorite players of the Sharks.
No, it's as much as I enjoy Down Goes Brown, that's also how much I hate Down Goes Brown.
Stay tuned.
Marty T asking, time for a Sharkarita recipe update.
Well, that was a rocket thing. So I'm not gonna fuck with perfection. It's a great recipe, dude. it's a perfect recipe as far as I'm concerned. So I mean, maybe a new teal flavored concoction or teal colored concoction, perhaps.
That'd be nice.
Perhaps.
When is what's it called? Jersey math happening?
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. Well, I gotta make. Yes, please give me a date so I know when to go on vacation.
Give me a date so I know when to schedule my shows.
Yeah,
shit, you know where all my shows are. Fuck. Okay.
Yes. So appreciate each and every one of you.
If you don't subscribe, you will be bullied into doing Jersey math. Just a heads up. There you go.
Oh, hey, you know, we could play Jeopardy with viewers of the show.
And for anybody who got in late, but you're owed a Hawaiian shirt and a prospect scrimmage towel from your donation. They are shipping out on Friday. And again, I'll still put this out there for anybody who wants to do it. No one's forcing you to, so everybody calm the fuck down. But if you would like one of the Hawaiian shirts, the Sharks Hawaiian shirts, we will send you one. You can specify medium or XL. We are running very low on the mediums, by the way. But if you yes, a $25 donation, and that includes the shipping. So just a $25 donation or more to @TealTownUSA on the Venmo, if you want to. So that helps give us some cash to help run the podcast. It gets you a shirt, and that's the shipping is included. So there you go. If you want to, @TealTownUSA on Venmo, please include your shipping information on there and specify what size you want if you are still interested. And again, you basically have about 48 hours to do it since they ship out on Friday. And then after that, we're closing
Our shop.
we're
We are
closing the what is it? The treasure chest, if you will.
The prize vault.
The
Lacey's
prize
having
vault.
So much fun in the chat.
Until September. So if
Lacey,
you're interested,
no.
this is your last shot at getting helping us out with the donation, but also getting yourself a shirt.
I completely agree, and thank you for those who donated. We appreciated all. Kevin, I think Kevin might be as excited about jersey math as I am. Usually, Pavelski equals Braun, which is very true. And Sean Donovan might agree.
How does 8 + 8 equal 61? What am I missing?
No. Think about it, AJ. What was his first number when he was
53
plus?
Yeah. Okay. We're really
pushing it there, aren't we?
Oh,
but
my God.
that's what you're gonna get. Yes. All right,
Lacey, you are welcome to take my spot for jersey.
No.
I think this needs to be a Lacey versus the world competition. Now
Ooh,
that I would tune
okay.
in for.
Okay.
See,
Lacey
and Chris
versus the
nailing
world?
it. Chris
Maybe.
nailing it.
Let me see here.
Chris nails it.
Jersey math was the worst thing ever.
There you go.
Wait, so Lacey, so it just would be Lacey competing versus everyone else?
Yes. Lacey
How is that fair?
Lacey versus all comers. How is that fair for all comers? You mean?
Yeah. I don't.
We can turn it into
okay.
like
Lacey has to drink while it's happening.
Oh yes, no.
That way, that levels the playing field.
Yeah, Lacey, you have to take a shot before every question.
Yeah.
Oh
that
Lordy,
levels the
let's
playing
not.
field.
Well, not every question. My bad, because I just realized we can't have Lacey die. But
No,
like,
Yeah.
maybe
no.
like at least once before the show.
You already bullied him in Vegas. I mean, geez.
I did not
really,
bully
come on.
him. Listen,
Come on.
I did not bully.
Hold
him.
on. Can we get that photo back for a moment, please?
Oh God. Sure, go for it. What are your thoughts, AJ?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little disappointed. You're the only one wearing a hat.
Oh yeah, no. Pucka and Amanda took off their hats. We were all wearing hats. Us Lacey.
It was 95 at 3:00 in the morning when that picture was
Yes,
taken.
I have been to Vegas before.
Yes. Oh man.
Oh, AJ, did you hear about he got me lost in a parking lot?
Okay, we're not starting this again. If he wants to find out, he can join
This
the
is
Discord.
so Discord talk right now.
Yes. So, all right.
Wrap it up.
So until next time, keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real, teal. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you in the very near future.